Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant called Killer Sudoku. So this Sudoku is constructed by Egubachu, and I really thank the author for giving me an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So this is the second Sudoku I have covered a video on our channel. The first Sudoku was again Killer Sudoku by the same author, and it was amazing. I would say that was one of the best Killer Sudokus I have solved. The logic behind the breaking was so beautiful. Earlier I had to solve the Sudoku leisurely and then made a video, but this one is a live solve, so let's see if you are able to crack this or not, right? And before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis, and if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, you can let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming back to this Sudoku, so I'll just start the puzzle here. So classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition. Apart from that, there are exactly cages of 9 cells each. There are exactly 8 cages, I think. Yeah, I just counted that, seeing that all the boxes have the middle cell as not part of the cage. So there are 8 cages, and each cage will have exactly digits from 1 to 9, so no digits repeat within a cage. It's just kind of an extra region Sudoku. Instead of cage, if you had marked the colors as well, it would be the same. But yeah, let's see if you are able to crack this Sudoku or not. And the best part of this Sudoku is I can see that there are exactly 9 digits used here, 1 to 9 once. That is really amazing. Constructing this kind of a Sudoku is really difficult. Let's see, where do I start this? So 6 cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be here, can be in any of these cells for this cage. Okay, which means whatever you have here, in this box, where can it be? So whatever you have here cannot be in any of these cells because it's part of the same cage, right? Cannot be in these two cells, so it has to be this cell. So these both cells are same. I can mark that here. So that will work here as well, I think. Yeah, whatever you have here cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be here, so it has to be this cell. So these two cells are same again. So I can see that it works with all the places, the symmetric places, I think. Yeah, so these 4 cells are already done. These two are same, which means cannot be in any of these 6 cells. So these 3 cells are okay. These 2 cells can be any of these 3 cells. I am not sure which one. It can even be green, can even be pink, then and it goes on. Okay. One thing I can see here is the cells which are not part of the cage will always have to be 1 to 9, because you already have 8 cages which are 1 to 9, and the remaining 9 cells will also have to be 1 to 9. Is that helping us? No. 5 cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be here. Sorry, the mouse is not working. Okay. Whatever you have here will have to be in one of these 2 cells, right? Because cannot be in any of these cells, it's part of the same cage. So whatever you have here can be in one of these 2 cells. It can still be this cell, right? Okay, that's amazing. Whatever you have here will have to be in one of these 2 cells, which is the same cage, right? come on, which is the same cage. Okay, so you cannot have any of these 6 cells. So whatever you have here would have to be in one of these 2 cells, which indeed cannot be in any of these 2 cells, because again it is of the same cage, right? So this is the same cage. Whatever I have here will be in one of these 2 cells, which indeed cannot be in any of these 8 cells, because we are already having in these both of these cages. So it has to be this cell, which means these 3 cells are same, right? So whatever I have here would have to be here, which indeed would have to be here. That's nice. So these 3 cells are same. Does that work here? Actually it's symmetric, so it should work here. Whatever I have here will have to be in one of these 2 cells, cannot be in any of these 8 cells, so which has to be this cell and this. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. So these 3 are same, these 3 are same, and these 3 are same. So which means we get our first digit 1 here. Amazing. Okay, we got the ones. So this cell, these 2 cells, okay, this and this is same, this is done. This cell cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be the green cell as well, so it is not even this cell, cannot be the yellow cell. Okay, so this cell 8 cannot be in this cage, right? And once this green cell is eliminated, we can eliminate this cell. This yellow cell is eliminated, so we can eliminate all the yellow cells as well, which means it has to be somewhere in this cage, in this box. So it is not even this cell. So this cell and this cell are same. Okay, I can use some other color. I am short of colors for now. So this is an 8. Does that work here? Does that work here? So whatever I have here cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be in the pink cell, cannot be the blue cell. So it has to be in one of these 6 cells for this box. So it cannot be this cell as well. So whatever I have here would have to be here. That's nice. It's working with all the other colors as well. I mean to say cells as well. So these 2 would have to be same, and these 2 would have to be same, right? Okay. So we have got all the, okay, okay, yeah, that's right. So we got all the 9 cells which are out of the cage with different colors, which means till now this should be correct. Now what should I do? Now this seems to be tricky. I got all the colors, different colors here, but we are not sure of these colors yet. These are not merged with any other colors for now. So which means these are still yet to be found out, because they are nothing of the, okay, let us see color wise. These 3 colors, these 3 cells are same, right? Cannot be any of these cells, cannot be any of these cells. I'll just, no, not these, sorry. This is gone, this is gone, this is gone, this is gone. it is not even red cell. So these three, we are talking about these three cells of the same color, cannot be this, cannot be orange, cannot be blue, it has to be one of these three cells, right? So which means it cannot be this cell as well, because it is part of the same cage. It is not gray cell. It should be in one of these 5 cells which is part of the same cage. So this is not included, this is also excluded. It should be in one of these 3 cells. So these are excluded, because for this row it has to be in one of these 3 cells. So these are excluded. So these 3 cells which are same would have to be in one of these 2 cells. I am not sure which one it is. Can the red cell be 9? Yeah, it can be 9. This is something very different. Come on, it is either this cell or this cell. If it is this cell, it has to be 9, so all of these would have to be 9. No. Come on. So what are the numbers that are possible here? It cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cannot be 8. It has to be 6, 7 or a 9. So it is either this cell or this cell. So one is in one of these 3 cells, right? So which means one cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be this cell, cannot be this cell. So it has to be in one of these 3 cells, which means one has to be in one of these 2 cells, right? Okay. Now one is in one of these 2 cells. So this is not 1, this is not 1. So one is in one of these 2 cells. This is not a 1, this is not a 1, this cannot be a 1, because I already have a 1 pointing to this cell. So 1 is in one of these 4 cells. So which means this cell cannot be a 1, because if that cell is a 1, this cell would have to be a 1, and there is no 1 in box 9. That is quite tricky. So which means this is not a 1, this is a 1. Again, that is a blue cell here. I will just mark that. Okay, that is amazing. Both the ones are in the same cage, so this cannot be the 1, because if this is the 1, this would be 1, and they are in the same cage. So this is the 1 here, that is the 1 here. Okay. So we have 1 in one of these two cells. We have mostly done all the ones here. Okay. What we deduced earlier was whatever is in these 3 red cells would have to be in any of these 2 cells. So which means this has to be 9, right? Wait just a second, let me again do that. Whatever you have here cannot be in any of these cells, right? I'll just remove these. Cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be any of these cells. It has to be in this cage, so cannot be this cell, cannot be this, these cells of course, cannot be here. It is neither these 2 cells, neither these, okay. It's neither gray or orange. So it has to be in one of these 5 cells, so it cannot be this cage, or we can say now it has to be in one of these 3 cells, so it cannot be in this cage. So which means there is only one cell remaining for this column which is same as these 3 cells, and that has to be 9. That was amazing. So which means 9 is in one of these 2 cells. Either pink cell is 9 or this cell would have to be a 9. So I can mark that 9 is in one of these 2 cells. Let us try and do that for the other digits as well, other colors as well, because I think so that might help us. Now for this yellow cell, what are the digits that are possible? 1 is not possible, 2 is possible, 3 is possible, 4, 5, 6 is possible, 2, 3 and 6, right? For the orange, it cannot be 1, 2, 5, 8, 9, 3, 4, 6 and 7. 6 is not possible, 3, 4 and a 7. And 1 is already done. Okay. So let us try and do the same thing for these yellow cells. Let's see if we are able to crack that way. Cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be a red cell, cannot be 1, cannot be any of these cells. So it has to be any of these 2 cells, right? Either it is a 3 or this cell. Of course gray cell is not possible because you already eliminated gray cell, which means the same thing it is applying here. It has to be in one of these 5 cells which is same cage, which means it cannot be in this cell because it is of the same cage, so it has to be 3. Now this yellow cell would have to be in one of these box 6 and it is only 3. So yellow cell is 3. Wow, that's amazing. So which means this is eliminated now. Now the same thing can be done for the orange box, orange cell. Let's see if we are able to get a digit for the orange cell as well. It has to be in this box, so it cannot be this cell, cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be in any of these colors, cannot be 3. You are looking for the orange cell, right? Cannot be pink as well, cannot be 1, cannot be 3 and cannot be this. So it has to be in one of these 2 cells, so this is not allowed. It is a different, again same. So it is one of the 5 cells, right? It is part of the same cage, so it cannot be this cell, so it is this cell. This is orange, either 4 or a 7. I can mark this as a orange color, which is same. these two cells, cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be this color. It is either this color. Wow, amazing guys. This cell would have to be a 3. It cannot be gray, because the moment it is a gray color, gray cell for 3, 3 cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be this cell, cannot be this cell. It is part of the same cage, so this is also eliminated. 3 cannot be here, cannot be here, so it is in one of these 5 cells, which means it cannot be gray. So 3 is this cell. Okay, so it cannot be this, this or this, and this is a 3. That gives you a 1 here. Amazing. Which means 3 is in one of these two cells, so this is a 3-9 pair, and that gives you a 1 here and a 1 here. Wow. 9 is here, 9 is here, so this column would have to have a 9 in one of these two cells. This is one of the orange cells. Where can 8 be in this column? It cannot be green cell, it cannot be this cell, it cannot be this cell, this is an 8. Wow. So this is nothing but 6, 7 and 5, 5, 6 and a 7. Again this is 5, 6 or a 7. Come on. Whatever you have here would have to be here, right? So this is not a 5. If this is a 5, this also would have to be a 5, because whatever you have here cannot be in any of these cages, cannot be 8, cannot be 3, cannot be this, so it has to be this. So this is not a 5. Wow, this is either 6 or a 7. 2, 4, 6 and 7. 2 cannot be here, cannot be here, 2 cannot be here, so this cell is a 2. We got our next cell 2 for the dark blue color. Okay, this is either 4, 6 or a 7, and which means whatever you have here cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be orange color, cannot be gray color, it is this cell. So this is either 4, 6 or a 7. Now 6 and 7 is not possible, so this is a 4. That gives you a 4 here, 7 here, 6 here. Wow. Orange is 7. We got our orange digit here. This is not 6, neither can this be a 6. Now this is either 4 or a 6. 4, 6, 4, 6, and this is 4 or a 6. Which means this is again a 2. This is 5 or an 8, cannot be 6 because of the 6 here. So 6 is in one of these two cells, so this is a 4. 4, 6 and a 6. Black cannot be 4, you cannot have a 4 here, so this is a 4. This has to be a 5. Hidden single for this cell, it cannot be 1, cannot be 2, 3, 4, 5 is possible, 6, 7, 9 and 8 is also. So this is 5, which means this is 5. Okay, you get an 8 here, 6 and 7 in any order, so this is 6, that is 7, this is not a 5, 2, 6 and 7. This is a 5 or an 8, so this has to be 8, this is 5. Okay, this has to be 6, that gives you a 3 here. Oh, no 3, sorry. that gives you a 7 here. Okay, 3, 8 and 9. So this is a 9. You have 3, 8 and 8 in any order, not a 9. Two and 8 in any order. If this is a 9, this would have to be a 9, and there is no 9 in box 3, box 1. So of course this is a 9, that gives you 3 and a 9. So which means this would have to be a 5. So all those symmetric cells were 5. Nice. Two eight pair in this column, that gives you, that's 4 and 3 remaining, right? So 3 4, sorry, and this is 4 8. 6 is in one of these two cells. Okay, oh, whatever we had here would have to be here, and that is, which means this is a 6, that is a 7. 6 and a 2, this is 2, this is 7, okay, this would have to be 2 and a 4 in any order, 2 4 8, so this is a 6, 8 and a 9 in any order, 2 9, oh, you already have 2 in that cage, which means this is a 4, 3 8 2, 8 and a 2, 8 3 and a 4, 2 9, 8 and a 9, and that is 4 here. Wow, that was an amazing killer Sudoku. Amazing, I would say extra region Sudoku or killer Sudoku, whatever it is, it was really amazing. Constructing an extra region Sudoku with just once 1 to 9 given is really amazing. It is really a tough task, a challenge to construct this. Hats off to the author Egubachu for such a wonderful Sudoku. I really enjoyed this one. This is nearly a 3-star, approximately 3 to 3.5 star puzzle. Amazing Sudoku. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.